Iron farms. By far the most brutal farm in Minecraft. This is the best iron farm in Minecraft Bedrock. And if you haven't already grabbed your anniversary cape, don't forget to do that. Now, the first thing we need to do is find a place to build the farm, and I recommend building it over an ocean. However, if you want to build it anywhere flat like this, that will absolutely work. Just make sure you're at least 150 blocks away from any villages, villagers, other iron farms, and all of that stuff. Next, we're going to build a giant tower going at least 48 blocks in the sky, and then we can go ahead and remove the tower and continue building. And from this block, we're going to build a 7x7 platform. Now, you can do this in any way you want. I like building out like this just because it makes my brain happy. So we're going to make a little plus sign and then connect up the corners and make a 7x7 square. And after building your platform, we're going to grab our blocks again and create a rim all the way around the platform here. And then we're also going to create a double block gap right here. That's not the right words, but we're going to do it. So we're going to place down blocks right here and on this side as well. And then we're going to grab our beds and place down 10 beds on these blocks. And then we're going to go ahead and break the blocks underneath of these beds so that we can place down more beds. So we're going to have a total of 20 beds inside of this chamber. And you can think of this as like bunk beds. This is actually a really cool building tip. If you didn't know, you can break blocks so that you can have stacked beds like this. We're then going to grab our blocks again and create a strip in the middle here. And we're going to create another rim going around the beds. After doing this, we're going to create 3 more layers, I believe, and that is going to be where we hold the villagers. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Yep, 3 more blocks, and we're going to create a rim. And after building your rim, we're going to place down a block in the center, a block in the corner, a block in the corner, a block in the corner, and a block in the corner. We're then going to place down a torch in the center here, and then we're going to fill this floor with workstations. Now, you can use whatever workstations you would like. Since this iron farm is in the air, I find it really unlikely you're going to be trading with them, so I would recommend using fletching tables. But if you do want to trade with them, you can use whatever workstations you would like. Keep in mind, though, that librarians and farmers will not work in the rain, meaning that if it's raining, your farm will not spawn iron golems. And after placing down your 20 workstations, we need to get 20 villagers in here. Now, because this is in the air, it's pretty difficult to get villagers inside of this pod. So what I would recommend is just bringing 2 villagers over here and then giving them carrots, beetroot, bread, or potatoes. So that way they trade back and forth. They'll breed, and then we'll have some baby villagers, and over time, I would say about 30 minutes worth of them breeding, we will eventually have 20 villagers. Now, you need to have non-nitwit villagers, so that way they can pick up a profession. So if you have any green coats, just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. And after we have all 20 villagers in here linked up to their workstations, we're going to cap this off, create a rim, and we're just going to place blocks going all the way around them, so that way nothing can get in there. And make sure that you have that torch. I'm just going to put some emphasis on that. That torch is going to make it so zombies don't spawn in there, and that is super, super important. After we have it all boxed in, we can grab our blocks again. Oh, we already have an iron golem. After we have our blocks down, we're going to create another rim, and this is going to create, I believe, a 9x9 platform, which we can then place down a row of blocks going around here, just like this, and then we're going to place down leaves going on top of this rim. And after you've placed down your leaves, we're going to grab our blocks again, pick a corner. I'm going to pick this corner and place down a little section like this. We can then place down a water bucket here, which is going to push everything over into this corner. We actually need some more blocks. So we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 more blocks. So that way this corner should have a little 3-block right-angled arrow, triangle, whatever you want to call it. And we're just going to go ahead and get rid of these guys. Now, if you're in survival mode, this is definitely a lot more dangerous. You can probably just push them out of the way or remove your water temporarily while you're building this. What we're going to do is grab our blocks, and we're going to replace these 3 leaves with blocks. Same on this side, and also this corner block. Bring it up 1 more layer, so that way there are 3 blocks worth of cobblestone. And then we're going to go ahead and place down our campfires. Nope, not yet. We're actually going to kill this cat. Oh my god. We're going to kill the cat, and then we're going to remove these 3 blocks, run a hopper into that block, and then 2 hoppers into that hopper, and then grab your campfire and place down 3 campfires just like that. Now, you can use normal campfires, however, soul campfires are better because they do double damage. We're then going to grab our signs and place down a sign right here, and a sign right here, and then a lava bucket right here. Now all we have to do is place down some slabs up here and we should be almost done. And now that we have placed down the slabs, all we have left to do is actually collect this stuff into a chest. Now I'm gonna have to do some really quick math here. So that is the campfire layer, meaning that this is the hopper layer, meaning that our hopper should be right here. Oh my god, did you guys see that? Call me a professional, because I've been doing this for way too long. But we're gonna go ahead and place down a double chest right here. And then if you want, you can add even more storage just by running hoppers and chests. But this is a really, really easy place to build storage because, of course, you have all the way down to the ground. This thing is going to produce a ton of iron, about 450 bars, or more like 350 to 450. The rates really do vary. I have tested this farm quite a lot, and it is a very, very good design, especially with the 9x9 spawn platform up here. But yeah, that is the entire farm built. This thing is ready to be used, and all I would recommend doing is building an AFK chamber to keep you safe, because if you're playing on any difficulty, then you're gonna have phantoms, and the last thing you want is to be knocked down 60 or so blocks. But yeah, as you can see, we've got iron golems. They're gonna get chopped away, and all of the drops are gonna end up inside of this chest. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. There will be a world download on my Discord, so go ahead and join that. This is really, really hard to run in. But yeah, look how many iron golems we have. I love this farm so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is 1UpMC, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.